here and welcome back to my channel. I'm just currently getting myself ready for the day, getting my makeup on, and I need to give you an update actually because I haven't let you know how I've been getting on with the Swede mascara. You would have seen in my last vlog if you have been keeping up to date with all of the vlogs. Probably the most exciting vlog I ever uploaded. I tried this for the first time and I have to say it's a very, very good mascara. I can see why so many girls rave about it. But one thing I will say when you use this is that it is a messy mascara. I do find that when I applied this, the first few times I kept getting it on like the hoods of my eyelids, I kept getting it underneath. I have quite hooded lids anyway, so I do find sometimes I have to be careful because my lashes can really almost like bend into the hoods of my lids, if that makes sense. But as soon as it's dried down, it is amazing. But do not apply your setting spray until this has dried, and try not to apply any other makeup. But as soon as it's dried, like, you can really build it, you can really layer it. It's a really, really good mascara, so I am very much enjoying that. And I have a lovely day ahead of me that I thought you guys could come along with me for. We have got a day of shopping on the cards and I have been so inspired because I actually recently did a collaboration with Gumwolf Keys. Now I didn't take you guys along with me because I knew I would just have to be in the zone. I'm quite an all or nothing person. I think you guys have probably noticed that about me. I'm also quite the person that gets easily overwhelmed. Hence why I never became a doctor or a nurse or any kind of job that requires very high levels of stress. That's not really something that I can cope with. And so I knew having to like focus on my collaboration, I wouldn't be able to get the vlogging camera out and chat to you guys. But it was such a fun day. In fact, if the reel has already gone live, I'll leave it linked down below because oh my goodness me, you guys have been asking me to do this for the longest time, and that is get my colors done. So it was a dream collaboration to work on. Literally heading to Gumwolf Keys, doing a little bit of shopping and chatting to the amazing personal stylist there, Jennifer. She was absolutely incredible, just knew her stuff. Like I feel like she could look at you and just in a second like tell you your kind of like colors, and like it was really quick and easy for her to do. And I honestly thought I was going to be there for ages. She was so lovely and gave me loads of tips on what I can be shopping for, what I can be looking for. So I'll leave a little link as well if you want to download the Plus app that Gumwolf Keys do, because it lets you know any kind of like discounts, anything that's happening at the moment. And I think you can win a personal shopping experience as well, which is so fun. So I'll leave it all linked down below. But I have finally found out what season I am. And when I say that you guys have been telling me to go and get my colors done for the longest time, I am not joking, because there has been so much discourse with you guys over which season I am. I feel like it's been quite an interesting journey, and I feel like I've been really learning more about like my personal colors, what I think suits me without even knowing what my season is. And so my season is, that's a little drum roll please, actually 2 seasons. And this is something that Jennifer did say to me. It doesn't happen very often. Sorry, I'm holding that one upside down. She said it doesn't happen very often, and it's so rare for her to have somebody come in and she not give like a definitive answer. She did give a definitive answer and did say to me my primary, like ever so slightly tipped over the edge season is autumn, but I'm also a summer, which is so interesting because summer is quite cool toned and autumn is quite warm toned. So it's really interesting the fact that I can basically choose between these 2 seasons whenever it comes to shopping, adding colors into my wardrobe, styling up outfits. One thing that I did learn is that black is not the most flattering color on me. You can see it is included in summer, but the colors that are a lot more flattering on me are things like darker browns, navies, and that is something I think I have definitely learned about myself recently. But I'm really interested to see more of kind of like this color palette. She said to me that she would love to see me in some more yellows, like some buttermilks I think would look absolutely incredible, some lighter pinks I think would be really fun, and obviously the blues that I've been adding into my wardrobe because of a day. My little blue Suzanne shirt, which I absolutely adore. So it is so interesting to know that I am actually between 2 seasons. As I said, Jennifer says this does not happen very often, and I actually ended up sitting down with my mum and my dad. They both came with me to the appointment, and she was so sweet. They were not booked in to get their colours done, but she said, you know what, let's just do them out of curiosity. And you know what's so funny? My mum was an autumn and my dad was a summer. So she said to me she completely understands why I fall directly between the two, just tipping over a little bit into autumn, which I definitely think is a bit more me. I'm not the biggest fan of cooler tones. As you guys know, I've really steered away from things like greys, much prefer to be wearing things like browns, but I definitely can see colours that I absolutely adore in both of these palettes. So I thought, after getting my colours done, after getting my seasons done, and knowing officially, definitively, what season or seasons I am, we could do a little bit of spring summer shopping. So I thought you guys could come along with me. And I have seen so many gorgeous bits online at H&M, at Zara, and at Mango. And I absolutely adore the fact that my local shopping centre, West Quay, has all three of them. So I thought we could head and do a little bit of shopping together and maybe add a few more colourful pieces into my spring summer wardrobe, because honestly, they are dangerous places to look at online. And sometimes I think it's really fun to go in person, feel the fabrics, see how they look on, and add those pieces into your wardrobe from in-person shopping rather than doing online shopping. So I thought you guys could come along with me if you are anywhere in Hampshire or in the New Forest like I am. Honestly, West Quay is my absolute favourite. So what I love about living in the New Forest is the fact that I am literally in the countryside, surrounded by nature and horses, but if I want to, within 15-20 minutes, I can be in the middle of a city centre, surrounded by all of my favourite shops, and just doing all of the good stuff, aka shopping for new in pieces. So that is on the cards today. I have done a full face of makeup, loving at the moment my Vive lip oil. This is the shade Rosa, I believe, Rosa. Such a gorgeous nude shade. And actually, as we were doing my colour, she even said to me she found it really interesting what lipstick I chose, because I was wearing quite a pinky lip. I was wearing the Clinique, it's not Black Honey, it's the other one, the more kind of like pinky toned one. The Clinique lipstick, which everybody absolutely adores. She said it looks really pink on me, and she would love to see me in some like lighter, pinkier, maybe even like peachier nudes. So that is something to start thinking about. But yes, I've got that on. Perfume of the day, I am wearing Molten Brown, Bluebell and Wild Strawberry, which, as you know, is my absolute favourite at the moment. And let me show you today's outfit of the day, because I am very much enjoying my very spring-like outfit today. I think we can all agree that this is a spring summer shopping outfit, and I am just absolutely adoring it. I hope you guys aren't sick to death of seeing my new Suzanne shirt just yet, because I am absolutely loving it. It's so comfy, it's so easy to wear, and a lot of you guys did say in that video that you actually think tucking it in is ever so slightly more flattering, and I don't disagree. On the days that I want to look a little bit more elevated, that I want to look a little bit smarter, I do love tucking it in. But on the days where I'm just looking for that kind of like weekend Sunday outfit, I love it untucked with a pair of slimline jeans. But I'm wearing it today with my favorite cream trousers tucked in. I've chucked a little Holland Cooper knit over the top of the outfit. I might actually put it on because it's a little bit chilly this morning. I always find that we are in that weather at the moment where it starts off a little bit chilly. You just want a little jumper that you can wear, and then as soon as it hits like midday-ish, you take it off, put it over your shoulders, and you get really nice and toasty warm. I've got my Holland Cooper slides on, which I absolutely adore, my little mules, which are so comfy for a day of shopping, and my little Mulberry mini Alexa, which I'm probably going to wear crossbody, because it just means that she's out of my way and I can actually focus on the new pieces that I am shopping for. Honestly, she is a bag that I just absolutely adore at this time of year. I feel like she goes with everything in my wardrobe. I love her with creams, with blues, with browns, with neutrals, and I'm so excited to see what colours are in at the moment, because I feel like ever since getting my season done, I have had my eyes opened and I want to add more colour into my wardrobe. So a little bit of Zara, a little bit of Mango, a little bit of H&M, a lovely day's shopping. So let's get going. First stop, Zara. Oh my goodness me, I've just come in and immediately spotted this beautiful pink silky number. If you've got a wedding coming up this summer, this would be absolutely beautiful. They very strategically popped some gorgeous like creamy heels down below as well, which would pair so beautifully. I'm thinking like a creamy shawl over the top, a little basket bag. Stunning. You know how I feel about a matchy set. This little number is absolutely beautiful for summer. A gorgeous trouser top combo. I love the embroidered detail running through it. Zara does do some amazing dupe style handbags. I mean, how luxurious does that look? It's really giving me the Taiga vibes. It's a gorgeous like burgundy colour, but there's also a gorgeous beige here as well. I've been eyeing up these mules for the longest time online. They look very YSL inspired, but I'm not gonna lie, now that I've seen them in person, I can see quite how thin they are at the bottom. I'm thinking that they look beautiful, but I don't think they'd be very comfortable, the kind of shoe you could walk around in all day. That being said, I do love the woven detail. I do love the style of them. Oh my goodness me, another gorgeous wedding guest dress. They are really going all out with the wedding guest styling. I love the style of this, the kind of like halter neck, the fact that it's full length, and it's just the most beautiful baby pink color. And it also comes in a top. How cute is that? That would go really nicely with maybe like a slip skirt, some cream trousers. I think it's such a cute little summery piece. Oh my goodness me, look at this bag. If I wasn't overrun with raffia handbags, I would literally be taking this home. I think this might be the find of the shopping trip. It's the most beautiful raffia woven bag, gorgeous structure. I love this like handle detail. I feel like this is the kind of bag that you can really style up. You can wear to weddings, you can wear to any kind of special occasions. I love the like chocolate brown lining to it as well with contrast stitching. Oh, I'll leave this link down below because that is beautiful. Well, pink seems to be the colour of the season in Zara at the moment. There are so many gorgeous pink pieces and I'm kind of tempted by the slip skirt. This is absolutely beautiful. I do love the Zara slip skirts because they're really comfortable, nice elasticated waistband. They don't crease too easily. They have a few different colours actually. They've got pink, butter yellow. It's almost kind of like greyish colour, stripe, and a classic cream. My goodness me. I have to say, Zara are killing the game at the moment with their accessories. They've got so many gorgeous jewellery bits that you can see behind me, and their bags are just so beautiful. I mean, that looks very Polen to me, very designer-esque. Also comes in a gorgeous little creamy number, but you know, tan always has my heart. Okay, I think I might need to try this on in the changing rooms because this is so beautiful. This little detailing down the side really reminds me of the black ASOS number I've got, and I feel like it really adds such a styling to the piece. Like, it looks like you're wearing jewellery, but it's in the item, although this one looks like, oh, I thought that was a mark. It's a little sticker on the side. Oh, it does look a little bit see-through. Maybe I try this one on whilst I'm here in the changing rooms because that is beautiful and could work so well with some gorgeous linen trousers or my kind of like white crepe trousers I have from Zara, from Karen Millen, sorry. That is so beautiful. Next stop, Mango, which has been one of the best and most dangerous additions in West Key. It is one of the most beautiful stores. I absolutely adore it. Already spotted the most beautiful summer handbag. Oh my goodness me, honestly, I feel like all the high street stores are doing really designer-esque bags at the moment. This is so beautiful. I love the top handle, love the woven detail. Really reminds me of my Suzanne one, actually. It's a really interesting color. It's a bit darker than most woven bags. Again, I feel like that would be so beautiful for a wedding if you have one coming up this summer. That is gorgeous. Honestly, can you tell that all I'm being drawn to at the moment is the accessories? How cute is this? A little woven bucket bag that is so beautiful for summer. I'm not gonna lie, seeing this dress is making me want to get back into my kind of like tea dress era. This is so stunning with the little daisy details. I love this neckline detail, and the waist just pinches you in so beautifully. That would be so gorgeous for like a garden party, any kind of barbecues for the summer. Oh, and this stripe moment. This is so much fun. A little matchy stripe set. I love that. You know how much I adore my tweed cropped jackets. How beautiful is this? And I love the way they've styled it with the periwinkle blue. That is absolutely gorgeous. The button detail running down, the kind of like fringing detail to the collar and around the neckline. Oh, so beautiful. Because who doesn't need a pink suit for summer? Not only do we have the blazer, we have the matching trousers and even a little waistcoat. You guys know I'm on a waistcoat ban at the moment, but I'm kind of in love with this. I'm gonna have to tear myself away from it. Oh, the girls at Mango know what they are doing with this bag wall. This is making me so happy. It just shows how many gorgeous designs they have. I mean, how cult Gaia does that look? That is absolutely beautiful. And these earrings, I do love at Mango for their accessories. Their earrings are always so gorgeous. The Mango earrings are always just my absolute favorites. You may recognize these beauties that I have, but I've also just spotted this alternative pair, which is absolutely beautiful. I love the green accents. These are so much fun. Oh my goodness, this is so dangerous. I love that they put it right next to the till. Final call, H&M. I'm definitely noticing quite the theme in all of the stores that pink seems to be a really big colour for the summer. I don't really have anything pink in my wardrobe, so I am getting quite inspired, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I do love these little knitted cardigans that H&M do. They are my absolute favourites, my kryptonite. I have to literally drag myself away, but they've got a gorgeous little white number, a grey, and a little black number. If you're just looking for like day-to-day, even like office wear, this is so perfect. I'm on a waistcoat ban. I'm on a waistcoat ban. Everyone remind me, I'm on on a waistcoat band, but I've just seen the most beautiful like chocolate brown number. Does it have a cinched in waist? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's how I can justify it, walking away from it. I definitely think it makes such a difference. Just having that little string at the back that you can just tighten to really give you that nipped in, cinched waist. Another gorgeous striped matching set. How cute is this little blue number? I mean, they definitely kind of look like jammies, but I feel like styling them with the right accessories, these are so cute. Now, I know this is technically kind of a waistcoat, but it's a little bit different. I might be able to justify this. A gorgeous little navy number with the most beautiful like silver button detail running down. It's knitted as well, which I really like. As I said, I love the H&M knitted pieces. I feel like they sit really nicely on me. They can be styled up so easily. This is really, really cute. I saw these Mary Janes online and I thought they were so cute for your summer wardrobe. They're probably a little bit too similar to the slingbacks that I picked up from New Look recently, but if you're looking for a lovely little raffia flat shoe for summer, they are gorgeous. I'm sorry, Hermes who? How cute is this? That really reminds me of the little Hermes picnic basket bag. That is gorgeous. Okay, a trend I'm not gonna lie, I'm not quite sure I'm on board with. I love the raffia trend, but I'm not so keen on being able to literally see your little tootsies through the shoe, but I know so many girls are loving and rocking them at the moment. Let me know, is this a rate or a hate kind of a trend? Oh, this is getting me very, very excited for summer. I do actually have a couple of holidays coming up towards the end of summer, which I am thinking it might be a good idea just to start picking up a few pieces for them now. I am loving these shapes of bags at the moment. They are just so cute. This almost kind of like half moon shape with the structure detail. I like the fact that this one has black piping. I think that's really lovely, a little bit different. And again, we're talking high end on a high street budget. This reminds me so much of the Prada, who did a bag like this, a little beach bag, which is very much the kind of thing that you can pick up so affordably at a high street store. Obviously you can see literally straight through it. You definitely need like a little dust bag inside, but that is really cute for a summer holiday. If you're like me and you're loving the kind of like tweed jacket, crop jacket trend, this is something a little bit different, which I actually really like. It's a short sleeved version, which I don't have anything like that. I just think with like a little tee on underneath, a pair of jeans, that could be so cute. Honest, you know, I can't resist H&M's basics when it comes to basic pieces in my wardrobe that I wear literally all seasons, whether it's spring, summer, autumn, winter. They just do the best like little tees. They do the little like racer vests and things like that. They are honestly just my favorites to have in my wardrobe. So back home now, and I have to say that was a rather successful shopping trip. So many gorgeous new pieces for spring summer colors to get really excited about, and of course I have to show you what I picked up. Starting with the color of the season, as I said, pink was everywhere. It's so interesting going in store sometimes because I feel like you can really get a vibe of like the overall aesthetic that the store is going for, like the overall season and the kind of like color of the moment. And even though butter yellow is huge at the moment, I actually barely saw any butter yellow. There was quite a few blue, which you guys know I am loving, but I almost need to put myself on a bit of a blue ban because I feel like we need to explore other colors, notably pink. Such a gorgeous color for spring, summer, and one that I feel like I could have a lot of fun with. And I feel like if you're going to be adding colors into your wardrobe that are maybe a little bit new for you, you haven't really styled up before, it's amazing to do it in a way that feels really comfortable for you. And if there is one piece that you guys know is the most me item in my wardrobe, I feel like it is not a PetiteElliee styling video without a slip skirt mention. So I thought that I could add the pink slip skirt from Zara into my wardrobe and just see how I can style it up for the coming season. I feel like pink and white work so well together. It's maybe a little bit more daytime though, so maybe like pink with like a black long sleeve tee, it could be amazing for like more of an evening look, maybe a black blazer over the top, some gorgeous heels. I am so excited to see how much fun I can have at styling this skirt. As I showed you, they had loads of different colorways in this skirt. I think it's supposed to be a little bit more low-waisted. I'm not gonna lie to you, the queue for the changing room in Zara was so long, so I did not bother trying it on in store, but I just picked up my usual size, a medium, and I'm hoping it's going to fit really nicely. I love the length of it as well. It's a little bit more of like a maxi length, which for me and my slip skirts, I just absolutely love it. So interesting how many petite girls are terrified of like a maxi length, like a full length skirt, and I find it so flattering. If you're a shorter girl like me and you've been scared of it for the longest time, just know that I'm 5 foot exactly. So if I can rock it, you can definitely rock it. So a gorgeous new colourful skirt to add into my wardrobe. Oh, she's entering her pink era and I could not be happier. how cute does this look? Just so summery, so fun. I love it paired with the white. I've got my little new look slingbacks on, these little raffia slingbacks. I'm feeling basket bag could look really cute, or even just like a lovely little crossbody bag for summer. I am so in love with this skirt. Very nice and soft. It is a little bit lower waisted than I'm used to. I'm used to more of like a high waistband, but I don't hate it. I think it is actually quite nice, quite flattering. I usually wear a top like over the top of my skirts anyway. I find tucking in a slip skirt breaks up your outfit a little bit too much. Also, by the way, I often get questions about what underwear I wear with my slip skirts, and I always would opt for a no VPL pant. If you don't know what no VPL means, it basically means no visible panty line. So pants that have been literally designed to kind of make the fabric almost like blend into your skin. I would say don't go for a thong or anything like that. I'll leave my favorite no VPL pants linked down below because it makes such a difference. I feel like it just looks very, very messy when you can see a kind of like line behind you. It just looks so seamless when you can't see anything. Oh, I'm so excited to be adding a pop of pink into my wardrobe. I feel like this may be kickstarting a new edition. I feel like this may be kickstarting a new addiction. I'm not gonna lie, but how cute is this? I am so in love. I have to say, I was actually quite restrained in Zara. There were so many other gorgeous pieces that I was so tempted to pick up. Their accessories were to die for, the bags, the shoes, the belts, but I didn't need any new spring summer accessories. I feel like I've really nailed my accessory collection at the moment, and even though that bag was screaming my name, I was very restrained and walked away. But I did get something that I am so excited about, despite the fact that this is definitely not my particular colour. It was so interesting hearing what Jennifer had to say though, because she said that she's also an autumn, so technically black shouldn't really suit her, but she loves black. And let's be honest, black just goes with absolutely everything. And this is a tee I actually already have in my wardrobe. I wore it when I went wedding dress shopping in my last vlog. Let me show you. So I already have it in white, and so many of you guys asked me where this tee was from in that video, because it is just the perfect like knitted tee to have in your wardrobe. And if you watch the vlog where I actually picked this up, my last Zara haul that I did, I literally said in the video that I really wanted Zara to do some more normal colors, because this like knitted tee they did in this gorgeous white, but they also did some really random colors. They did this very weird brown, and you know I love brown, but it wasn't a nice brown. It was like a mix between a chocolate and a caramel, but it just looked a little bit muddy, a little bit dirty. I think they did like a bright blue and potentially like a bright yellow. Like, I'm not talking cute buttermilk, very on trend yellow. I'm talking like a wet floor sign yellow. You know the one that I mean? I'm gonna pop a photo here if you don't know what I'm talking about. Not a cute yellow, not the kind of yellow I'd be looking to add into my wardrobe. So I made a plea to Zara, literally said in that video, please release this tee in different, more normal colorways. And I feel like Zara heard my plea. They watched my video. Obviously they didn't, but they also did release it in a black. And this is honestly the softest thing in the entire world. I love the way that it like holds its structure. It pairs beautifully with jeans, with skirts, with trousers. It's one of those pieces that I feel like you shop once and then you have in your wardrobe for the longest time. I still really want them to release it in a few other colorways. I'm thinking like a gorgeous navy blue would be amazing, a lovely chocolate brown, like a deep chocolatey brown, a beige would be nice, a camel would be nice, a blue like I'm wearing would be absolutely incredible. But for now, I've got the bases covered in my wardrobe. I've got my gorgeous white, which I've already been wearing so much, and now the black, which I know is going to be a really hard-working piece in my wardrobe, a really great item to have added in. Oh, honestly, I feel like Zara just have a winner with this tee. I have to say, when it comes to basics, as well as H&M, Zara is such a place to hit. They do amazing knitted tees, jumpers, like jeans, trousers. I feel like they have really nailed that like foundational wardrobe essential, as well as having a few more fun pieces that are a little bit more on trend. But this is an item I just know I'm going to keep in my wardrobe for the longest time. It fits so nicely. It's the softest thing. It's got the best sleeve length, which loads of you guys said in my last video as well. I absolutely adore the sleeves. I adore where it kind of sits. I did size up in this, by the way. I went for a large. I felt like the medium would have just been a little bit too tight, and I wanted it to have a little bit of like bagginess, a little bit of looseness to it, so it looks a bit more model off duty, very like relaxed fit, but still so elegant, still so chic. I cannot be more in love with this tee. Okay, I'm doing these in order that we actually shopped them. So next, mango. again, I was very restrained. There were some really gorgeous pieces that I could have added into my wardrobe, but there was one item that I actually really needed. And I was this close to shopping the one at Zara, but I just didn't quite feel like the color was right. And that is a beautiful, like, ecru off-white slip skirt. Now, you guys will probably know that I already have one of these in my wardrobe, but let me show you how it looks right now. I don't even know if the camera is actually even going to pick this up. Can you see? I think you can there. That pull that is running down the length of the skirt, and it's literally going almost from the top all the way down to the bottom. I did something very silly and I sat on a brick wall with this skirt on, and I've had this slip skirt for the longest time. If you guys have been following me, you'll probably know that this is a staple in my all year round wardrobe. It's not even like a spring summer staple. I wear this in spring, in summer, in autumn, and in winter. I absolutely adore like an off-white creamy slip skirt. I think it goes with everything, and I've had this in my wardrobe for about 4 or 5 years now, potentially. It's been a long time. So she has done me well. She has served her purpose. She has lasted the test of time, but I have now officially had to retire her because I've damaged her beyond repair, and I'm so upset with myself. The fact that I literally pulled it because I like slid off of a brick wall. So this is just a little PSA when wearing a slip skirt, please don't sit on any brick wall. So I knew she needed replacing, I knew she needed an upgrade, and I loved the one in mango. I love the fact that it has an elasticated waist. I always like to go with an elasticated waist with my slip skirts, and the color was just beautiful. Now this was a little bit more expensive than the Zara one, but I feel like the material is just a little bit thicker, a little bit better. So for the trend one with Zara, I'm more than happy to spend a little bit less and go for something that's maybe not quite as high quality. But if I want something that again is hopefully going to last me 4, 5, 6, 7+ years, I knew I wanted to go for the mango one. I think they also had this in black, which I feel like is just such a staple, but they didn't seem to have many other colors. I'll leave it linked down below, but a little replacement to add into my wardrobe, which I am heartbroken about, but also excited that I get to add a beautiful, pristine new season version into my collection, a piece that I know I'm gonna get so much wear out of. Well, I think we can all agree that this is the most Ellie outfit from the haul. Despite my newfound love of colour, my new appreciation after getting my colours done, knowing my season, there is nothing I feel more comfortable in than a monochrome outfit. It just feels so chic, so sophisticated, and I'm in love with this new slip skirt. I have to say, if I had to replace my old one, I think this is the perfect replacement. A little bit more high-waisted, which I'm just a little bit more comfortable with. It's a little bit more me. Obviously, we've got the gorgeous like long line, the gorgeous maxi length, and I love it paired with black, that kind of like sandwich effect. I just think looks so chic. There is nothing I don't pair with an off-white slip skirt. I wear it with black, I'll wear it with pink, I wear it with blue, I wear it with beige. It just goes with absolutely everything and always looks so chic, so sophisticated, but it's one of the most comfortable pieces in my wardrobe. Honestly, I don't know where I would be without an off-white slip skirt. It is just such a staple for me. Now H&M had some gorgeous bits, beautiful fashion items, gorgeous shoes, accessories, but I was really drawn towards their more kind of like summery pieces. As I said, I do have a holiday booked. It's not for a couple of months, but I feel like it's quite nice to get ahead, and seeing all of the like gorgeous swimwear bits, I couldn't resist. So I'm not going to try these on because I'm not quite confident enough in swimwear in front of the camera, but I feel like you'll be able to get a good idea of what these look like. Now, I am a one-piece Canva gal. I have not been able to find a two-piece swimming costume that I feel comfortable in. The holidays I'm going on, number one, are with family. So I don't really want to be wearing something super skimpy. It's not really my vibe. Anyway, I like to be covered. I always say the more covered up I am, the sexier I feel. And I just feel like a one-piece is one of those items that you can literally wear all day. You're going to be super comfortable in, especially those holidays where you just live in your swimming costumes. The first one I picked up is a beautiful dark chocolate brown, which I feel like Jennifer's going to be really proud of me, because she did say to me that one of the best colors for me is like a chocolate brown, and I totally agree. You guys know how much I adore chocolate brown in my wardrobe, and I just fell in love with this swimsuit. It also did come in black, but I had to get the chocolate brown because it just really brings out my glow. I feel like it makes me look more tan, it makes me look more healthy, and I loved the detailing to it, this little kind of like bar detailing. I feel like it's one of those swimming costumes that doesn't look like an oddity swimming costume. Do you know what I mean? And I have some gorgeous Hansa Gs in my collection, but I'm a little bit over the Hansa G at the moment. I'm just wanting something with a little bit more detail and a little bit more interest. So I thought this was a gorgeous little addition. So excited for summer to roll around. hard for me to get wearing this. Another chocolate brown one piece that I couldn't resist, just fell in love with. It's a little bit darker in tone. I feel like it might come up black on camera, but hopefully it's going to be super flattering against my skin tone. The fact that it's brown instead of black, I fell in love with this neckline. I love a sweetheart neckline. I find it very flattering, and you can actually remove the straps. So if you want to get your tan on, I'm not really the biggest tanner. It's hilarious. Whenever I'm on holiday, I call it shade bathing. I love to lie in the shade with my sun hat on and my sunglasses and my lovely cozy and just soak up like vitamin D, but not in like a direct sun kind of a way. But I loved the ruching on this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of shapewear, where it just really pulls you in, hides everything that you want to be hidden. I like the fact that it does have a high leg as well. I feel like if you're going to go for a one piece, you need to have a little bit more leg just to make it a little bit more flattering. So another cozy that I feel like I'm just going to live in on holiday. And lastly, I did go for one black swimming costume because, as I said, just because it's not necessarily in your seasons doesn't mean that you can't wear it. And I feel like when it comes to swimwear, black is just an absolute staple. And I really loved the fact that this is a little bit lower in the neckline. Again, it's got that really nice high waist, and I loved the ruching around the neck detail. I just thought that was so cute. Again, just like a really simple one piece that you can live and die in on holiday that still makes you feel sexy, still makes you feel absolutely incredible, but obviously you're nice and covered up, you feel really comfortable. That is the kind of swimwear that I absolutely adore. I'm not gonna lie, I think this newfound love of colour might expand a little bit further than just my wardrobe. I'm looking around our home, particularly like our bedroom, and I have to say it's very neutral. And I do love having a neutral home predominantly, but I think it is so fun to add pops of colour here and there. Like in our living room, we very much leaned into the green theme. We've got lots of greens, lots of browns, lots of earthy tones, and I'm feeling like our bedroom could do with maybe a little bit of a colour refresh. I feel like blue in a bedroom is still so calming, so relaxing, but just adds that little bit more interest, adds a little bit more personality. So I might be spending a little bit of time doing a bit of homeware shopping for some gorgeous new colourful pieces that I can add in just to give a little bit of a seasonal switch up. It is so fun getting a little bit more excited about colour and just seeing how I can add it into my wardrobe, feeling a little bit more empowered and knowing the colours that will suit me personally, will bring out my best features that are within my season, within my colour palettes. I absolutely love that I finally know it. And as I've said, you guys have been telling me to get it done for the longest time, and I'm so glad to have done it in partnership with Gumworth Keys, because I feel like I really trusted them, trusted the personal shopping experience, and it was such a fun collaboration to work on. So I'm gonna leave this vlog here. The chances of me spending the evening on my laptop scrolling homeware, scrolling Pinterest for inspiration is very, very high. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed spending the day with me, have enjoyed coming shopping with me and seeing the new pieces I've been adding into my wardrobe. I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you have the loveliest evening. Bye.